What is going on, beautiful people? Tim Shieff here, aka Tim the Human, and just wanted to do a video really to fill you guys in on what I'm doing in my life at the moment, where I'm living, my training, my focus for that, travel, events, ethics, all that kind of stuff. I wanted to address it, seeing as about a month or two ago, apart from the Hawaii trip, which was a month in between, I moved back to Derby, and so now I'm back from Hawaii and just settling back into life out here. I was just drawn back to reset. We opened office for ethics and warehouse in Derby. It's a lot cheaper way of living than London. That's not just why though. I went with my good friend Ben, and I wanted to get back sort of to my roots, to what made me who I am in the first place. Living in London for 5 years, you can get caught up in a way of life and a hustle that's, especially the direction I've headed in, not exactly the most, what's the word here, practical for how I want to, I want to be, one, I want to be out in nature more, two, with this somewhat shift of career, I need a cheaper way of living, three, not wanting to just eat out all the time. In London there's a lot of opportunities for like yoga classes and things like that, and climbing indoors, but it's like a warm-up training ground, a playground for the real adventure, the real outdoors world. And so I was going out a lot and eating. There's not much to do but eat and do the yoga and stuff and like that. Spending £20 a yoga session, £20–30 in a restaurant a night. And so this has been an opportunity for me to really just reset, and where do I want to come back, taking a step back to come forward again. And so, having done the raw, lived raw for a month and been back now for 2 weeks, I've continued it for 2 weeks, 2–3 weeks, feeling great, feeling as confident as ever in this lifestyle, learning a lot and learning quickly. So now the focus, I'm a lot leaner, like as I was in Hawaii, but I'm training now. I'm starting to do a bit of running every now and then, a bit of rock climbing. I'm really going to ease into my training. My 100%, my main focus is mobility right now. It's getting my muscles to be loose. That's a lot better than it was. It's still stiff here, but it's getting there. And so at the moment I'm started with this one ankle and the other ankle, but I'm doing a lot of work with lacrosse balls and the supernovas from Kelly Starrett. The supple leopard type stuff has really been amazing for an eye-opening for me with mobility, and I've just been going around all my muscles, every single joint, and finding tender areas and not going too hard, using the right tools. I'm learning a lot about what tools to use for what things at what times. One of the main things though, I joined a gym. I joined probably one of the best gyms in Derby, and it's been like a second home to me the past couple of weeks. They do yoga classes every single day, so I pay 1 month membership and I can do as many classes as I want, and they have a sort of set of play bars that I can do monkey bars and stuff like that on. So I'm really working some real foundations, mobility work, just sitting in squat, sitting in hang, not doing any strength training, not doing any repetitions, any sets. I'm playing when I'm there. I'm doing the yoga sessions as my priority. There's a sauna I can use afterwards. So I'm doing the yoga, and then after I'll do some mobility work and some hanging drills and things like that. And there's a run club which is on a Friday, so I'm going to go run with them again. So that's where my training is at now, but with the real goal of being, and I truly see it from this perspective now, being a better athlete than I was before. Now what that means by better athlete, my vision is I just want to be an efficient runner. I know that sounds boring to a lot of people, but there's no better feeling for you. It's not always about doing sports to impress other people, and for me there's no better feeling. People want to drive fast cars, people want to drive fast motorbikes, people want to jump out of planes because they want to feel that thrill of being fast and then just on the edge of it but in control. And for me, they're all creations of society, that we can have these tools and they're fun, but nothing satisfies me as much as my own body doing that, And so running up and down mountains, for me, my two favourite athletes in the world, Kilian Jornet and Conor McGregor. Complete opposite spectrums, fight and flight. Because I respect both worlds, but for me it's about flight, and the unsung heroes are the people like Killian who just can run up mountains for hours and then fly down them, and I can't imagine what would be more fun than your own vehicle being that efficient over nature's terrain. And so that's my long-term goal. And so I've really taken steps back. When I was training all the time, I wasn't able to address diet. I was low on willpower from all the doing the training, so then I'd eat badly. I'd train hard and then make excuses that I could eat what I wanted because I've been training. And I think a lot of athletes can get in that mindset, and my body wasn't allowing me to do that, and I thank it for making me be swollen and inflamed visibly, because I was able to look at it and go, oh, I've got issues I need to address. Now some people have issues that are more internal issues, so they might be able to eat rubbish and not look bad on the outside, but inside they don't know what's going on. So I'm grateful that my body did that to show me, and I was able to address that. Now I've addressed my diet, I've took time to relax, I'm now focused on mobility, which is something I've been on and off for the past few years, but I've never felt my body respond to it like it is now. Now that I've on the fruitarian diet, I'm way more just hydrated and alkaline, and my body can shift this lymph that has been stuck in it. It's complementing the mobility work, and so my focus is to get more mobile. When I was a kid, 6, 7 years old, younger, no, yeah, 5 to 7 years old, I won every sports day. I was the fastest kid in school. I won every sports day. And then I got older and I lost my first race in secondary school against some kid from another school, and then I stopped having the joy of running because I lost a race, which, looking back on it, is silly because it shouldn't be about competition, but that was just the way we're raised, is, oh, if you're not the best, what's the point? So I didn't care about running anymore because I wasn't the fastest, and I realised there's another kid faster than me in the world. But it shouldn't have been about that. It should have been about the pure. When I was younger, I just enjoyed running. It wasn't about winning the races, but I just enjoyed running in the playground. I remember it, and there was a hill in the first school I went to, not far from here, and I used to always run up and down the hill and play up and down the hill. And so that for me is in me, ingrained. But of course, years of wearing the wrong trainers and unconscious, semi-unconscious training without awareness of mobility and things like that have built a body that's taken some damage. Now, I never broke a bone free running, and I was always kind of proud of that, but what it did do is it hammered some nails in the wrong direction throughout my whole body and immobilized me in certain ways that now when I'm running, it's highlighting these issues. Whereas parkour, you can kind of do jumps and get away with it, but because running's such a simple practice, and so, or it appears so simple, it's so, on its base level, that it's so specific in the motion to get it right, and if you don't get it right, you over time you'll do yourself damage. So I'm stepping back to work on the mobility to come back forwards with, and obviously studying someone like Michael Arnstein, who was one of the there's not many raw vegan athletes, and not many at the level that Michael Arnstein was at, and him doing something that I want to do, and reading his old blog posts on the 80-10-10 website and watching his old videos, he was just like, couldn't believe he discovered his lifestyle and no one else was open to it or wanted to try it or was doing it because it was so rewarding for him physically. And the adepts among us really don't, no one's telling you to be raw vegan, really. No one in society is going to support you. People around you aren't really going to be like, oh, that's a good thing, go you, apart from those that are really aware or doing it themselves or understand the science or the logic or the rationale behind it and are more connected with the nature. With nature, but it's for those. For me, it's something I wanted to address and wanted to look at and do again, and it's brought me a lot of rewards, which I'll go into in another video. But yeah, it's done a lot for me. Anyway, we'll move on to another point for now. So my training focus is just to reset my body so that I can come again. So it's taking a step back to come 2 or 3 steps forward, and potentially do Ninja Warrior this year. We'll see how it pans out. But I'm not going to rush my body into anything. I've not signed up for any races. Though I will be helping my cousin. He's doing the Bob Graham leg 2 next weekend in the Lake District. I'll be helping him with that. Work-wise, so as you saw, I recently did a review for Sixpad. That was paid, and I've got another job coming for Honda, which was really cool, racing around a racetrack, and you'll see more in that video if you want to watch it. I take these jobs one, they pay well. That's not just why. I'm trying to make a living. Now this is a touchy subject because people get upset if I put a video on my YouTube channel that's been paid for or sponsored. I'm running my company, Ethics. We've got 2 people that are also on a salary with me, 2 good friends of mine, Bob and Ben, who you probably know, and I want them full-time, I want them paid a good salary, and so I have to take other jobs for now that get me paid to help so that business can have more comfort other than me taking a bigger salary and just running that. We want to expand this, and it's doing all right, and it's gonna continue to grow. But in the meantime, when the opportunity comes that isn't McDonald's, that isn't a Lynx advert, that comes along, I'm gonna take it. And if you don't want to watch the ads, don't watch it. That's fine. That's fine. But just to understand that some will come up, because I'm gonna take the jobs that are aligned and somewhat fun without hurting animals, you know. It's as simple as it is, really. But profession-wise, yeah, the odd YouTube job comes up, and then focused on ethics and just growing that, because in the long run I want to not have to take any of these other things, so I can 100% focus my energy on this, which I think I'm at a close stage 2. But in the meantime, you watch or don't watch the odd advert that comes on this YouTube channel. Travel wise, I've got no plans to travel right now. I've got my gym membership, 3-month membership, £100 a month at David Lloyd, and I can use them up and down the country. So other than going to the Lake District, Snowdon, I've got no plans to go abroad. I'm sure I will, maybe, you know, back to Santorini, maybe even Thailand with Ben when he finishes school. So we've not planned anything, but there's no travel plans for me right now. Events wise, there's a few vegan festivals. I'll be at Leeds this weekend on Saturday. There's the vegan camp out July 6th, around that weekend. Check that one out, it's going to be really fun. It's like 3-day weekend in Nottingham, camping out with loads of vegans. Veg Fest, the London Veg Fest, I'll be there. That's pretty much it for events. Rawgust, look out for Rawgust. I'll be putting more stuff about that, but I want to help people experience this lifestyle, the step up from veganism, because it is going. Veganism was I became vegan because of self-reflection, because of looking at myself and what changes I could make, that was something that I was doing in my life that I wasn't quite aware of its impacts on the planet and the animals, and so I changed that and I felt the rewards of it, but then I got focused on helping and getting other people to change, and I forgot the self-reflection that got me there in the first place. And upon self-reflection, that's led me again to this lifestyle of fruitarianism, raw veganism, which I may not be in it forever, but for now it feels great, and I'm going to continue to do it and experience it. I want to help other people experience that, and if it's just a month, they can get to grasp with it, because it takes a few weeks, few months to start to understand it and understand. Fruit is powerful stuff. Fruit is powerful stuff. It demands respect, and I think a lot of people aren't respecting fruit enough, and that's why people have issues trying raw veganism. The fruit combining too much stuff. Or they're not respecting to eat fruit on their own, or combining the wrong fruits, or eating fruits with cooked fruit, or eating fruit like it's a starter. Man, fruit is breakfast, lunch, dinner, starter, main course, dessert. When you do it right, you got to do it right. It's the equal. It can make you feel bad or bloated or whatever if you do it wrong, but that's a potential that has to make you feel acceleratedly good. So I want to give other people that experience, and so look out for Rawgust. We're going to collaborate with the local people on that. Something you can just sign up for, and just to help you if you're thinking or aware of this and want to try it amongst the time when other people will try it. Rawgust would be a good time to do it. Summer in the Northern Hemidisk, and there'll be a lot of other people to do it with. Put a few notes down here. Got a new t-shirt, worked on with Ryan in Hawaii, if you don't know. Subtle veganism. Conversation starters. Ethical t-shirt, happy conversation starters. Something like that, ethics, I don't know. Just playing with some things. But yeah, we love it. Can't get the colour right. There we go. That's it. Cool. And that's all. Thank you for following the channel. If you want to see more content, Vegan Prince, my second channel, I post a lot more on there. I feel more free on that channel, because this channel there's a large chunk of subscribers from many different time periods in my life, and people aren't always happy with everything that I'm doing. So that one is like, if you want to follow more of my stuff, more in depth, we grow together, follow the Vegan Prince channel. I love you all. Little planche action. Peace out.